Another book that was a big hit for you, which I wanted to talk about, was The Coming of the Cosmic Christ. And I wanted to ask you just quite simply in that title, what does the word Christ mean to you? And using your definition, do you think it can be used to reframe what it means to call oneself a Christian in our current age?
Absolutely. Because there's Jesus, the historical Jesus, a man who lived to be about 30 years old or so and was put to death by the empire. There's the Christ, which is a messianic term and other things that the council in the 4th century, the Nicene Creed, elevated to godhood. But the cosmic Christ is a third understanding of the Jesus story and the Jesus and the Christ story. Now, Teilhard de Chardin, the 20th century Jesuit, mystic, scientist, poet, theologian, he said, I can't find anyone interested in this third nature of Christ. I can't find lay people or theologians wanting to talk about it. But the truth is that the cosmic Christ is found in the earliest, and I mean the earliest, writings in the Christian Bible. Paul, who was the first theologian and the first writer of the Christian Bible, writes often about the cosmic Christ, so like in Colossians, the Christ who holds all things together in the heavens and on the earth. And he goes on and on, in Philippians and other places too. So the cosmic Christ is not some New Age invention out of the 20th century, even out of the mind of Teilhard de Chardin. It took a scientist of the 20th century, like Chardin, who was truly immersed in the study of evolution, because he actually did work in China on the bones of Peking man and so forth. It took a scientist 20th century to rediscover, if you will, the importance of the cosmic Christ. And so the cosmic Christ is a whole fresh way, although ancient, of looking at the Christ story and indeed of what Jesus set loose. And the fire that he ignited. And of course, it is about, like Matthew 25, it's about how all of us are Christs. That's the bottom line. Every being is a Christ because it is the light of God. So John 1 talks about Christ as a light in all things. Well, today's science says that there are photons or light waves in every atom in the universe. So that means that every being is another Christ. A parallel teaching from the East is the Buddha nature. The Buddha nature is in all things. And so the Christ nature is in all things. But humans have to come to awareness of this. We have to develop it. Other beings are other Christ, but we have to work at it because we have all these options and we can make pretty serious mistakes that are not Christ-like. So, yeah, that's at the heart of the cosmic Christ theology. And yes, it is a new paradigm, but it's an old new paradigm. It's very ancient. And as I put out in that book, the mystics all along, the medieval mystics again, Hildegard, Francis, Eckhart, Aquinas, Mechtil, Nicholas of Cusa, Julian of Norwich, they all have this in their writings. And Thomas Merton writes about how all of us are other Christ. Dorothy Day wrote about how we're all other Christ. And Matthew 25, which is the historical Jesus speaking, says that what you do to another, you do to me. So that's cosmic Christ teaching too, that Jesus was saying, I'm not just Jesus. I'm everyone who's hungry. I'm everyone who's naked. I'm everyone who's in prison. So all that teaching is of the cosmic Christ. So it has big political as well as theological meaning.